turn.
I'm sorry, yeah, let me grab it.
I'll grab it.
Welcome, everyone, to pre-council meeting for Monday, August 17th at 5:30. Presiding over this meeting is our mayor, Bob Odeker.
We'll begin with roll call. Mayor Odekirk.
Here.
Councilman Dickinson.
Here.
Councilwoman Gavin.
Here.
Councilman Hug.
Here.
Councilman Morris.
Here.
Councilman Mudrin.
Here.
Councilwoman Quillman. Here. Councilwoman Reardon.
Here.
Councilman Turk.
Here.
First on the agenda tonight is citizens to be heard on agenda items. Is there anyone present that would like to speak on an agenda item? Seeing none, we'll pass it over to the interim city manager to discuss tomorrow's items.
Thank you very much. You'll take a look at the meeting agenda for tomorrow night. The first item of real business, we have a $10.5 million bond that we're looking to issue for vehicle replacement. This is item 426-20. Spear Financial is the advisory group that the city utilizes, and they presented pros and cons for competitive versus negotiated sale of bonds. This will go to the Finance Committee tomorrow, and what's being recommended is a competitive sale.
Mayor?
Yes.
Jim? Welcome home.
Thank you.
You've just been hanging out here. Can we move 42620 out of the consent agenda on its own
Certainly.
for tomorrow's vote? Thank you.
The 430-20, well, first of all, under licenses and permit applications, those are just some corrections from some prior hearings. The 430-20 is the proposed public hearing for Rock Run Crossing, and at this time, due to conversations held between the school districts and the Cullinan properties, we'd like to have you table that till September 15th.
Mayor, question on the license. Didn't we already vote on that and voted it down?
Yes. It's just clarification of some language between a Class B, Class C, just to get the resolution correct.
Oh, okay. Thank you.
Next item is 433-20, well, actually 432, which is ordinances for Schweitzer Road truck turnaround. It's a right-of-way dedication. Brandon Schweitzer, plat of vacation. This has been, the Cullinan, the Center Point properties, rather, have some portions of Schweitzer Road, about a third of a mile and 3/4 of a mile of Brandon Road, and they're going to utilize the abandoned right-of-way area for continued development of the industrial park. So a lot of this work has already been done. The Harbor Freight Warehouse distribution facility is currently under construction at the subject site of these proposed vacations. Any questions? No. Item 433, we've got ordinance. This is Illinois DNR requirement that we, in order for us to get an allocation of water from Lake Michigan, we have to adopt water conservation ordinances. And so that's what these amendments take care of, that, along with applying certain standards, current titles, and updating the ordinance at the same time. .434 is accepting temporary construction easements. We're replacing the Garsney Avenue bridge over Spring Creek, and these are just easements that we're accepting for the temporary construction. Item 436, as you know, this is Hobart Road. What we're doing is it's a resolution to authorize construction with CSX Transportation. They are going to be widening the road from 2 to 4 lanes. There's also work that needs to be done at the railroad crossing, and then the road has to be realigned for the bridge. And this will all take place at the same time that the divergent diamond is being built there at the exit, and construction takes place all the way down towards the bridge. Ford 37 is a dedication of a right-of-way. Let me find it here. And we need a wider roadway at the south side of the bridge, and it's a plat dedication for that use. Item 438 is utilizing motor fuel tax funds for Logan Avenue roadway project. Motor fuel tax fund, this is a reconstruction from 2nd Avenue to the south end there on Logan. And then item 439 is appropriation of $8,700 out of motor fuel tax for that Grosny Bridge reconstruction project. Then we move on to 441, which is GIS professional services contract. The Munis database in our GSI server requires an outside consultant for updating and syncing the data between Will County parcel information and the various systems that we'll be utilizing and cooperating together here. So that contract amount is $51,000. Item 442 is a contract for the west substation of the police department. Right now they use a point-to-point wireless system, and they're proposing to convert to the Comcast business fiber class because they need a more robust bandwidth to handle video and download and upload it at the speeds that are required for videos nowadays. That again will be, the CTIS committee reviewed that and approved it and is recommending it. Item 433 is Logan Avenue roadway project. This is an award to Austin Tyler in the amount of $406,000 and some change. And the Public Service Committee will review this as part of their and make a recommendation.
Mayor,
Yes.
if I may,
Yes.
Jim, we've met actually this afternoon,
Okay.
and so the remaining contracts and change orders have been, already been reviewed by us, and as we will tell tomorrow, they've all been vetted and approved.
Very good. Item 444 is an easement agreement to approve land acquisition services for the Essington Road Jefferson Street Interceptor project in the amount of $26,000. Item 445, as you recall, back in September last year, the city took over from Lockport Township and Will County. We acquired the Fairmont Water and Sewer System. And so this is in line with assuming all of the IEPA approvals of the water system transfer plan, and they'll abandon the township well system. Item 446 is a purchase of water metering equipment, and this is to predominantly, right now there's about 48,000 meters that are read on a monthly basis. The main components include the meters, the smart point radios, and the tower structure that's communicated to it. And so we do need a number of meters and related parts. It's basic restocking at this time. And then the next item is a replacement for 500 meters, and this is related to address our water loss in the water system right now. There are 500 old meters that will be replaced, and then those will be tested for accuracy by a company under contract. And then there's 140 water meters identified that aren't compatible with our current system that need to be replaced as well. Item 449 is annual renewal of the property and casualty insurance coverages for the city. That will be reviewed by committee as well. Item 450 is a change order of, and I think this is the smallest I've seen, $325. Talk about an accurate bid, huh? So that's quite unusual. And item 451 is an agreement for professional services with Robert Hamilton Consulting on an easement agreement for engineering at Essington and Jefferson Street Interceptor Sewer Project. Are there any questions for me about the proposed agenda for tomorrow evening?
Just one question, if I might.
Yeah.
On the reports for tomorrow, the report, the diversity committee did meet this week as well, so they'll
I'll add
be
that.
part
Okay,
of that report.
very good. I do have a request for closed session later on.
Okay.
Next is public comments. Is there anyone that would like to speak under public comments this evening? Seeing none,
Chris, I do have one item of new business. Councilwoman Gavin, regarding the Eric Lurie matter, you've said publicly a couple times that you were conducting your own investigation into this. So I spoke with the legal department. They have no record of this with lawsuits pending. I think you need to turn over any documents or whatever you've uncovered in your investigation. It needs to get turned over to the legal department, and I think the city council should be privy to it also. So I was hoping if you could bring it in tomorrow, we can go in executive session and review what you've done.
I have, no, I think my words were taken out of context when I said I did my own investigation. The investigation that I was doing was trying to get answers that we did not have in this room. So I followed up.
Okay.
But there is no documentation, no other information or anything, just the inquiries of who can do the investigation.
Okay.
And
Thank you for
I found
clearing that
out.
up.
Yeah, I think my words were taken out of context.
Yes.
is there a motion to go into closed session to discuss personnel, collective bargaining, land acquisition or conveyance, pending or threatened litigation, after which the meeting will be adjourned?
Second.
Been motioned and seconded to approve. Councilman Dickinson?
Aye.
Councilwoman Gavin? Councilman Hug?
Aye?
Councilman Morris? Councilman Mudron?
Aye.
Councilwoman Coleman? Councilwoman Reardon?
Aye.
Councilman Turk?
Aye.
Motion carried.
Total Info Dailies.